it so weird that the world insists on seeing me as white?
This is the 9th digit connected to the heart.
The officers allowed me to do some stretches while I was in cuffs. I want to teach you them. They're for posture. Help me!
So, a name that's been flying around the internet a lot recently is Gabbie Hanna. What has she actually been up to? Well, Gabbie Hanna has been up to quite a lot recently. As looking back onto a bunch of her old TikToks, you can clearly see she only used to get around 100,000 views per TikTok. Well, that's all changed recently. Now she is getting millions of views every time she uploads. And also, she is uploading a heck of a lot more TikToks than what she used to be doing. A lot of people are actually pretty concerned and worried about the well-being and her mental state, as she's just kind of making TikToks talking gibberish and really not making a whole lot of sense.
This is the 9th digit connected to the heart.
It is indeed the 9th digit that is connected to the heart. You don't have to tell me that twice, Gabbie Hanna. Everybody knows that information. I'm a lost for words. I don't know. What can you guys help me out here? What does that mean? Anyone know? Why is this harder to decode than the Da Vinci Code? Guys, I am losing my mind right now. What is she waffling on about? Something actually quite disturbing did actually in fact take place in Gabbie Hanna's home the other day. Now, to the best of my understanding about this story is that there was this guy who was watching Gabbie Hanna's TikToks, saw her mental state, and then located where she lived, walked to her house, and asked to use the restroom. He knocked Gabbie Hanna, let him in, and then both of them just kind of chilled with each other and started making content.
All right, everybody, I'm literally inside of the house right now.
Although unknown to Gabbie Hanna, he was actually filming and snooping around her whole house, which is just super weird. And pretty unsettling, I can't lie. First of all, just hunting down Gabbie Hanna's house is a bit strange. A bit of a weird one. And especially walking around and filming parts of her house, which, you know, obviously should be completely private. You have no right to be doing anything like that. This all ended anyway with Gabbie Hanna making a video shouting and screaming at him, asking him to leave.
By the way, Nick, yes. I know you know who I am. Come on. Why did you lie to me this whole time? Why did you lie to me? That's for my acne, you dumb c***. Get the fuck out of my house. Now. Now. Now!
As soon as she found out that he did in fact know exactly who she was, and I think it freaked her out massively. Well, after that, she actually went a bit quiet. A lot of people were quite worried about her, but in fact, a bunch of people have actually been phoning the police and trying to get in contact to get them to get a search warrant to Gabbie Hanna's house to check on her well-being and mental health. The police officers deemed Gabbie Hanna completely fine, so she wasn't taken into custody. Now, going back to the other guy, he even claimed in a bunch of live streams that he actually just wanted to go there and help and be nice.
I recognized the what she was doing as something that I've seen before, and I went over to try to break her out of that cycle and maybe shed some light. Like all these people were saying, somebody go help her, and people were saying
but you can clearly see that's not really the case, because why are you filming her house and being a little bit suspicious? All in all, it's been a kind of a weird few days for Gabbie. Like, I can't lie. Like, holy shit. I just thought she'd been doing some pretty crazy TikToks recently, and that was it. But oh my god, the rabbit hole kind of thickens. You may be asking yourself, Blaze, what are these crazy TikToks that you're talking about? Surely they can't be that bad. Well, if you're standing up, you might want to sit down for this, because yes, they're pretty bad.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm gonna keep reminding you that I'm Middle Eastern, and I have always been Middle Eastern. But for some reason, isn't it so weird that the world insists on seeing me as white? Because if I was a woman of color, as I am, thank you, Jesus, you might have to fucking repent for the way you mistreated us. You know what I mean? I get it. The good news is, we forgive you.
You hear that, boys? Gabbie Hanna forgives you. She forgives us, guys. That's good to hear. Not really a sentence I thought I'd be waking up and listening to today. I didn't even know I really needed Gabbie Hanna's forgiveness, but I'm glad I got it. Wow, I feel exactly the same. Also, oh my God, where do I even begin with this without treading on any toes? Fight in the comments, guys. Is Gabbie Hanna a woman of color? I will leave that to you because that's just a whole ballpark I'm not even going to try and address. I don't know colors. What do I know? I'm not like Gabbie Hanna. I'm not an artist. But two things straight off the back. One, I can't believe the amount of TikToks that I'm watching right now where I literally have to censor so much of them out because Gabbie's whole body is just kind of out there, which whatever, fair enough. But some of them get pretty explicit. There's been videos of her in the shower making TikTok.
Just a friendly reminder.
Why in the shower? Could you not just wait 2 seconds to just finish your shower? What was really so important, Gabbie, that you couldn't wait till after your shower?
So this poor little lost lamb conveniently showed up on my doorstep and she was crying at my neighbor's fence. So I went out there and I was like, hey, are you okay? And we started talking and she was flaunting her scars to me and rubbing them, and she said she got ghosted, which was very funny to us. So of course I invited her in because I'm so kind. And then it was so funny because I was sitting in my backyard and I was in a sweater and I was perfectly comfortable, and she was in a full ass bikini that she brought and she was shifting in her seat. It is so hot outside. Wow. When did it get so hot outside? I was in a sweater. I was fine. And that was my cue to say, sorry, Daddy says you have to go. And then she tried to go back in my house to change back into her clothes. And I said, no. Daddy says you have to fucking go. And she said, can I use your bathroom to change? And I said, no. Daddy says you have to fucking go. And now, you'll never get to come back. Isn't that sad for you? I told you could come back whenever and hang out in my backyard and smoke weed and play music and just have a good time. I kissed your scars from your elbow to your palm, stranger. I kissed your scars. I have it on camera.
Oh, God, I take it all back. I'm sorry, Gabbie. That was pretty important knowledge. Thank you for giving me this information. This is worse than Keemstar on Twitter at this point. Second of all, believe it or not, that was quite a good one. You know why? Because the majority of the videos are just like this.
So before I had to come out to the world as the second coming.
Okay, whoa, Gabbie, whoa. You're gonna get me demonetized. Don't do what you were doing at the end there. Also, guys, you know the joke's good when you laugh at your own jokes. You know it's a good joke. Have you told a joke recently that was funny enough that you did this? Yeah, I didn't think so. You're not Gabbie Hanna, an artist and a comedian. Just really do be a bigger entrepreneur than KSI at this point. And if Gabbie Hanna has it her way, also a darker skin color than KSI. But that's another video. Anyway, let's continue.
I actually posted an, I believe, 11-part series on my daily routine.
11 parts? What? Gabbie Hanna waking up, the trilogy. How long does it take for you to get ready, Gabbie Hanna? It's really like the Mark Wahlberg routine. Gabbie Hanna gets up at 2 a.m. in the morning, creates 50 TikToks, and then draws on her iPad Pro. Oh, Gabbie, I wish I could be like you. 11 parts. That's more parts than there are Star Wars movies, I think.
It's pretty much the answer. There's tips and tricks, and I'll continue to help you and enlighten you guys, but go watch the routine because I promise you, you'll feel great. It also does have to do with your diet. It does have to do with stress. Oh, thank you for that breeze, Mama and Daddy. Thank you. Love you.
Gabbie. Gabbie over here. Yeah, guys, if you got a week to kill, you should check out that 11-part series of Gabbie Hanna's Getting Ready with Gabbie Hanna. You don't want to get ready with Gabbie Hanna, guys. Come on.
Believe it or not, guys, it doesn't take that long for me to take these TikToks. Like, oh my God, she posted 100 TikToks. She's manic. It's at the tip of our fingertips. I literally open the phone press a button and talk.
Yes, but Gabbie Hanna, just because you can upload 100 TikToks a day, should you? Judging by the content that you're uploading, I'm gonna have to lean towards more of a no answer than yes. Guys, technology, the power of the internet is truly an amazing thing, but holy shit, you don't need to be uploading 100 videos a day. One is fine. But all in all, I feel like if we were just to react to Gabbie Hanna's videos, I could be here for hours. I could probably make a documentary style video on just reacting to Gabbie Hanna's videos, just because of how many there are. Let's go back to what actually happened the other day, because I actually find that quite interesting. And let's talk about what happened to the person that actually broke into Gabbie Hanna's home, otherwise known as Nick.
For clout. What makes you think that's okay?
What's the question?
Are you absolutely deluded? What makes you think it's okay to go to somebody's house that's a vulnerable fucking person to get inside their house and take videos of their house when they're in a fucking vulnerable situation? What is okay with that?
Did she need help or no?
Nick, I don't think that was the question, Nick. Oh my god. Who is this man? Judging by the fact that Gabbie Hanna is clearly not in a clear mental state, the fact that you felt the need to go to her house, maybe he had good intentions, right? Maybe he did. But oh my god, he did not execute that well in the slightest. In my eyes, the way I see this is extremely weird. Like, it is. He clearly saw some girl in a manic state who's famous, looked up her address, and basically invited himself in. Now, I know there's a bit of controversy, right? I know she technically let him in after he knocked on the door, but he asked to use the washroom and pretended like he didn't know her. Say what you want, but that's weird. And he used that to his advantage, like 100%. There's no way around that. He just did. And of course, now he's getting a bunch of backlash about this. I remember seeing the TikTok originally on TikTok where Gabbie Hanna is just screaming at this guy, and at first I kind of felt bad for him. I was like, wait, what? Like, I know she's in a bit of a manic state right now. Like, who's she screaming at this guy? Like, what did he do? But no, you actually do like a little bit of research, and yeah, I mean, bro, she has kind of like every single right to scream at him like that, because that is weird. Also, Gabbie Hanna, you're probably not watching this, but stop inviting people to your house. Stop letting random people in your house. The amount of TikToks that I've watched where she talks about letting people into her house and screaming at them and says, now it's time for daddy told me it's time to leave. Like, first of all, what does that mean? Daddy says it's time to leave. That's creepy, man. Second of all, just don't invite these people into your house. I feel like this one's a little bit different. I know she's in a manic state right now, and you know, this is something we talk about on the channel quite a lot, is people with mental health issues and everything, and we can definitely see that she's in a mental state. But what this guy did, I just find so strange. Now, he's made a bunch of live streams as well, and apparently he's like jumping at every opportunity at this point to go in interviews and talk about his experience in Gabbie Hanna's house. My dude, stop. What are you doing? Like, you're not helping yourself in the slightest. Because in my eyes, as soon as I see someone that is willing to just jump on every single interview and trying to promote this to get a little bit of clout, it's like, it's sad and weird. You're not going to get any good attention from this. Look how everybody's reacting to you. No one's on your side. It was weird. And it's so blatantly obvious that people could just see straight through your intentions. Oh, I just went there because I thought I could help her. It's not even your job to help. It's very strange behavior. I want to watch some of his live stream and see what he's actually said though about this.
A little Google search, like, where does Gabbie Hanna live? And I found out she lived really close to me. And when I noticed that it seemed like she was all alone and nobody was helping her, I recognized what she was doing as something that I've seen before, and I went over to try to break her out of that cycle and maybe shed some light. Like, all these people were saying, somebody go help her, and people were saying, call the cops, but the cops don't do anything. So
oh wow, my knight in shining armor. What a brave, brave man. Well, no, first of all, you didn't really do what you just said. You went into her house and started filming without her permission. That's not even shedding light on it. You weren't even recording her. You were just snooping around her house. Why are you even chatting? My guy's waffling. I went to shed light on it by recording her whole house. Hey guys, now you've all been informed.
why did I act like I needed to use the bathroom? I actually did need to use the bathroom. I have video of me using the bathroom if you want it. But
No, I'm good. I'm going to pass on that one. Thanks for the offer, though. That was really kind. Hey, guys, anyone watching this right now, I have a video of me using the bathroom if anyone wants it. Link in the description. What? No, I don't want to see that. I'm good. I'll take your word that you did need to use the bathroom, even though that's complete BS. This guy's weird. This guy's stranger than Gabbie Hanna herself. What is going on?
Continue the story. I mean, that's the story. Like, I was in the house, and then I was talking with her, and she was having these delusions, and she was telling me that I was God and that she was God and that there was no coincidences and that there's a reason that I came upon her today, or all these weird things. And then and then she just kept kind of like jumping from one thing to another. And then she went downstairs and she was recording, and then all of a sudden, when she noticed I wasn't reacting as like happily as she was, I guess she kind of thought, I this is what I think. She thought like, oh wait, this guy's not psycho like me.
No, he's actually arguably worse than me. I feel like partially maybe that's what probably happened, but the way he kind of describes it at the end, then it's just, yeah, I'm not really buying it. Also, he talks about like the police coming over and stuff, and he should have just contacted the police, but they won't do anything, and so there was just no point even trying to call them.
Yeah, a lot of people saying called police, but they had already been there, and they didn't do anything. They can't do anything unless there's a crime committed, so...
And apparently a bunch of police officers have in fact actually been over to Gabbie's house talking to her, but every time they came over, Gabbie just made videos like this talking about the situation and what it was like having the police over there.
So right before the cops busted in my back door, all on camera and documented, obviously. They came in and they did a quick little search, and then I came down the stairs. They wouldn't tell me why I was being detained. They cuffed me, and then they demanded that I drink water. I said I didn't want any. They demanded that I drink water. So I had to drink water behind my back, and I took a sip, and they said, no, drink more water. So I spilled a little on my chest, and he put his hand on his hip as if he was gonna me. And he said, I said, drink the water. Don't spill water on yourself. I said, officer, I'm in my own home. I like the water feeling on my body. Why does it scare you that I just put water on my chest? I'm in my own home with my hands cuffed behind my back with 5 bullies with guns illegally searching and detaining me with no answers at all. They wouldn't let me do anything else. They wouldn't let me talk. Well, they would, but they mocked me the whole time. And then they started getting a little scared because of the, well, officer, why don't you tell them the definition of civics? Do you believe that you've met your civic duty when you broke in, did an illegal search, and cuffed me? And I literally told you guys, I have it on camera. If you forget, I'll show you. You said, do you have any cameras? Are you recording? Can you put your phone down? I said, of course, I have cameras everywhere. Duh. And by the way, the 2 officers that just once again entered my backyard and refused to leave, they just want to know if I'm okay. Are we okay? We're fine. I told them I'm hanging out in my backyard with a friend, smoking. He brought his instruments and his dogs. Can I exercise my right to free speech in the United States of America and express and practice my religion? Or should I move back to the Middle East like you want us immigrants to do? Oh, it was my ancestors that were immigrants. Or am I, oh right, I'm white. Or Middle Eastern, or whatever it is I'm supposed to be, right?
Yeah, so as you guys can see, she's just generally not very happy that the police are coming, and it's not really even helping that much. But something I kind of want to ask you guys, and let me know in the comments down below, what do you generally think should happen on a situation like this? Me personally, it would have been nice if maybe a family member or something like that was able to step up and come over and see Gabbie Hanna, because at the end of the day, it's extremely sad to see someone in a manic state like this, and God forbid she even like hurt herself or did something silly. But on the other hand, it's not really the police's duty or job to deal with something like this. So I feel like they're pretty ill-equipped when trying to deal with people with mental health issues because, again, stuff's coming out all the time and we're learning and evolving on the knowledge of all this kind of stuff. So when a police officer comes, like, how do they even really begin, right? I don't know. It's kind of a tricky situation all in all. But this is kind of a story I just wanted to touch today because, again, something we talk a lot about on this channel is a lot of mental health stuff. But let me know in the comments down below what would be your idea on approaching a situation like this. But anyway, boys and girls, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying the last few weeks of summer, having a good time. And one last quick thing, actually, I've been getting a lot of comments saying that these videos haven't been sending out to you guys, that no one seems to get the notifications anymore. Thanks, YouTube. Really appreciate that. All I could ask is maybe if you could hit the bell button. That would help me out massively and I would really appreciate it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.